players talk. Get excited about the season ahead. I brought 3 guys with me today that are going to play huge roles for us because we're a young team here. These guys are going to be leaders for us on both sides of the ball. We've got Landyn Martin, offensive line, defensive line. Elliot Murphy, mainly quarterback, but might sprinkle in a little bit of linebacker here. He was had over 100 tackles as a sophomore a couple years ago. And Ben Whitver, who's going to play safety and obviously plays wide receiver for us and will be at GMU next year. So definitely excited to get rolling.
This one's for all of you guys, but I'd love to hear about the first impressions you guys had as a group. What were those first practices like? What did you learn from this group? What did you guys learn from this new coaching staff?
Well, I love the energy our new coaching staff brought. I felt like it was much needed. Like,
100%.
like Coach Bland, the energy he brought was just, it was like a fresh start for our team, and that was definitely needed.
Oh, I mean, it was a huge blessing having a whole new coaching staff. I felt like we needed that. Just fresh slate, bringing energy back to Powhatan football.
100%. I feel like the coaches that we got right now are much more, I would say, know more about the game, have more IQ of the football world, more than our previous coaching staff. I feel like.
Well, I appreciate that, fellas. I'm following Coach Henderson, who I've had a tremendous relationship with for a lot of years now. I was lucky enough to have 2 sons who played for him, so I knew getting into it that the foundation. Everybody's talking about culture, work ethic, things of that nature. That they're already set, so we have a chance to kind of build on that. The other thing that made the transition a lot easier for me is that Blake Derby, our defense coordinator and strength coach, he stayed on board. These guys know the strength program, so I was really able to kind of jump in and begin evaluating from a football perspective immediately rather than building kind of an off-season approach. So that's been huge. And I tell you what, Powhatan in general, just the work ethic of these guys, their commitment to football, their commitment to each other has been fantastic.
Coach, do you see any similarities between the first Freeman team you took over and this Powhatan team that you're taking over?
I loved the guys on that first Freeman team when I took over. My son was one of them. I think this group's a little faster. We have a little bit more team speed at the skill position. I think this team right here at Powhatan, we start with 5 new guys up front offensively. Freeman, we had a couple guys who went on to play Division I football up front, so it's kind of flip-flopped a little bit in terms of the skills and guys in the trenches. So, but I'm excited about guys. We have some guys taking on roles they've never taken on before, and the thing that's been great is I've moved a guy who was an undersized tight end and moved him to offensive guard, and he looked at me and he said, "Yes, sir." There was no why, there was no, "Well, I'm a tight end," there was no, "I want to touch the ball." It was, "Yes, sir, what's best for the team," and that's been pretty cool.
And Ben, you're a stud on offense. Your numbers speak for itself, but
Yes, sir.
talk about your role on defense.
Well, my role is just going to be I'm going to try and be a leader on the defensive side. We only have, Landyn and my other safety, Jay Sean, that's only 2 returning starters on defense at all. That's the only people that really seem to feel on defense. So I'm going to have to do a lot of taking in these younger guys underneath my wing and kind of show them how the varsity world goes because they've never played in a game of varsity football before.
Guys, question for all 4 of y'all, similar to what I asked the Dinwiddie guys, the Prince George guys. Your program has a really close relationship with your community. Kind of just, how do you put that into words, what it's like representing the Powhatan community for your program on Friday nights?
Yeah, well, everywhere you go on Powhatan, you know everybody. They know you. So it's that tight-knit community. It's so cool. We had a football camp for our youth football program, and a whole bunch of kids came out. And it's just cool stuff like that we're able to do because we have such a tight-knit community. It's awesome.
It really is special at the home game as well because a lot of fans come out for us, and it's just truly impressive just to see how many people, older people, it's a lot of older people that will come out and watch the Powhatan games. But we've started to create some buzz, but I think we'll do something.
Powhatan's not really a big county. We're out in the country. So I mean, it's really special. I mean, Powhatan's a football town. You know, everybody gets excited when football comes back around the corner. That's special.
Elliot, last year was your first year as starter, correct me if I'm wrong. What have you gained from that experience that'll help you this year?
Well, going in as a starting quarterback last year, well, I started my sophomore year at linebacker, but it's completely different on the other side of the ball. Just a lot more things to take in. At linebacker, I can just, play my game and go fast and do whatever I, just go to the ball. At quarterback, you have to take in everything. It's a lot. You got to read the field and everything. So I definitely learned that I got to slow my game down a little bit. Just calm down a little bit more because just like my former varsity experience was playing linebacker, and it's just completely different on the other side of the ball. So definitely just take a deep breath and relax at quarterback.
All right, guys. Let's give it up to Powhatan. Thanks for being here.